Welcome back to Next Bike World, your ultimate pit stop for all things two wheels. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most anticipated retro classics to hit the roads in 2025, the all-new Royal Enfield Bullet 250. A name that echoes through time, the Bullet has always been more than just a motorcycle, it's a legacy on wheels. And now, in 2025, Royal Enfield is bringing it back with a bang in a fresh 250cc avatar. Is it just a smaller Bullet, or does it bring something truly special to the table? Let's find out. At first glance, the 2025 Bullet 250 screams heritage. It wears that timeless old-school design like a badge of honor: a round headlamp, teardrop-shaped fuel tank, metal fenders, and that unmistakable Royal Enfield stance. Yet, subtle modern tweaks hint that this machine is not stuck in the past. The finish is cleaner, the details more refined, and everything from the seat stitching to the paint job oozes premium craftsmanship. Royal Enfield is clearly not just playing on nostalgia, they're building a bridge between the past and the future. Now let's talk heart. The new 249cc single-cylinder, air-oil-cooled, SOC engine. This power plant is a fresh development, slotting between the 350cc J series and the newer 450cc mill. It produces around 21 horsepower and 22 Nm of torque, tuned specifically for a relaxed, torquey feel. That's perfect for the classic Bullet rider who wants smooth power delivery without the buzz of high revs. The engine is mated to a 5-speed gearbox, which shifts with more precision than ever before. It's not lightning quick, but it's got that characteristic thump and linear power buildup that makes cruising in the mid-range a joy. What really stands out in the new Bullet 250 is its refinement. Vibrations are noticeably reduced compared to older Royal Enfields. The engine note is bassy, deep, and oh so pleasing. That trademark dug sound, refined for 2025, is still present but tuned for modern ears and emission standards. It's compliant with BS 6.2, Euro 5 norms, making it cleaner and more efficient than its predecessors, without losing that classic mechanical soul. On the road, the Bullet 250 is a mellow beast. It's not meant for aggressive cornering or adrenaline-pumping top speeds. Instead, it's all about poise and purpose. The chassis is based on a slightly tweaked version of the J platform, meaning better balance and rigidity. It handles well in city traffic and cruises comfortably at 80–90 km/h on highways. The suspension setup, telescopic forks at the front and twin shock absorbers at the rear, is tuned for comfort, and it soaks up potholes with the confidence you'd expect from a Royal Enfield. The seat height sits at a friendly 805mm, making it accessible for most riders, and the overall ergonomics are upright and relaxed. In terms of braking, the Bullet 250 features a disc brake setup at both ends with dual-channel ABS, a welcome safety update that brings it in line with modern expectations. The braking feedback is solid, though not overly aggressive, again emphasizing its cruising intentions over sportiness. The wheels are spoke-type 19-inch at the front and 18-inch at the rear, wrapped in tubed tires to preserve that vintage charm. While alloy wheels and tube loose tires would have been a practical choice, Royal Enfield has opted to remain faithful to its classic roots. But don't worry, variants with alloys may show up later depending on market demand. The instrument cluster is another blend of classic and modern. You get a semi-digital setup, a large analog speedometer with a small digital readout for fuel, odometer, trip meter, and a gear position indicator. There's no flashy TFT here, and honestly, that's the right move. You don't want the digital screen spoiling the classic vibe of this machine. It even includes the trip or navigation pod and the higher variant, offering turn-by-turn directions powered via smartphone connectivity, useful for modern riders who want a touch of convenience without compromising the aesthetic. As for features, Royal Enfield keeps it simple. You get a USB charging port, LED tail lamp, and halogen headlamp with clear lens indicators. It's a nod to functionality while keeping the design language rooted in tradition. Don't expect ride modes or traction control. The Bullet 250 isn't trying to be a tech wizard. It's a pure, analog experience in a digital age. Design-wise, Royal Enfield has nailed it with multiple color options. From the classic black gold to the timeless forest green and a new stealth gray, every shade is finished with hand-painted pinstripes and polished chrome touches that showcase Royal Enfield's attention to detail. The handcrafted feel is evident everywhere. The metal tank, the tank badges, the matte and gloss contrast say everything adds to the premium retro appeal. Let's talk about the elephant in the garage: pricing. The 2025 Royal Enfield Bullet 250 starts at a superscript 11.75 lakh ex showroom, with the top variant pushing close to a superscript 11.90 lakh depending on options and finish. That places it neatly below the classic 350, targeting new riders, retro lovers, and those who want a lighter, more manageable bullet without compromising on style or substance. For global markets, expect the price to hover around $2,300 to $2,500, which is still a value proposition in the retro motorcycle segment. Now, who is this motorcycle really for? If you're a new rider looking for a stylish, laid-back cruiser with genuine old-school charm, the Bullet 250 is a no-brainer. If you've always loved the idea of a Royal Enfield but found the 350 a bit too much in terms of size or weight, this smaller Bullet is the perfect entry point. And if you're a seasoned rider who just wants a second bike for relaxed weekend rides or city commutes with character, again, this fits the bill. What sets the Bullet 250 apart is its unique selling point. It's not trying to be everything for everyone. It's a modern classic that understands its identity and embraces it fully. It's light, affordable, easy to ride, and drenched in authentic Royal Enfield DNA. There's no pretense, no gimmicks, just pure, vintage motorcycling made more accessible for the next generation. Royal Enfield has done something quite clever here. With the new Bullet 250, they're inviting a whole new wave of riders into the Royal Enfield family without alienating the purists. It's a motorcycle that respects tradition but isn't afraid to evolve, and that's something very few manufacturers manage to pull off. So, to wrap it up, the 2025 Royal Enfield Bullet 250 is a soulful retro cruiser, built with purpose, refinement, and character. It may not blow your socks off in terms of raw performance or cutting-edge tech, but that's not its mission. Its job is to give you that old-school riding experience in a friendlier, more approachable, and more refined package. And on that front, it succeeds spectacularly. Let us know in the comments. Say, would you choose the Bullet 250 over the classic 350? Or is this the perfect bike to begin your Royal Enfield journey? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Next Bike World for more deep dive reviews and updates on the hottest new motorcycles around the globe. Until next time, ride safe and keep the passion alive.